You're with your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, and, it's that time of the year. We're already thinking about holiday plans and seeing the family for the festive season. But this year, things are a little different with an ongoing pandemic. Those plans require some deep consideration before booking a holiday. And so we chat to infectious disease specialist Dr Emile Reid on how we can cope with the risks of COVID-19 when on holiday. It's an important conversation to have. Dr Emile Reid, good morning.
Good morning, Tabiso. It's absolutely great to see you again.
Well, there's a lot to consider when planning a family trip. Let's start there, such as, the health of the family that you are visiting, it sounds like, the social habits and so on. The list is endless. But what should we be considering when planning a holiday to visit the family?
Well, I think the most important thing is we need to, especially if we're going to visit family members in other parts of the country and the province, we need to take into account of the elderly and those with comorbid illnesses and to protect them. And that is to mask up when you leave your home. Also, sanitize regularly, sanitize your hands, sanitize all those surfaces that you and other people are exposed to. The other important thing is to remember that big gatherings unfortunately cannot take place. And those individuals that were either exposed to people living with COVID and being unwell or people having symptoms suggestive of COVID should probably refrain from traveling and should rather, unfortunately, stay home for their isolation period.
When traveling in a car, for example, or a bus or aeroplane, what should we be doing to make sure that we protect ourselves?
Well, traveling by car is probably the safest. And the reason why I say so is because you are able to control and you are in charge of who is with you in the car. Public transport, whether a bus or a plane, always have a higher risk of transmission. And it's important that all passengers should be wearing a mask and that surfaces should be sanitized regularly, especially in the bus, where people get in and out or on and off.
Well, we've got to be very, very mindful traveling this time around. But how then can we make sure that we are taking the right precautions when booking a stay at a hotel or B&B?
Well, I think the important thing is to make sure that the accommodation, the hotel or the B&B that you actually want to stay at, strictly follow and adhere to the guidelines and regulations set out by the Department of Health and also the Department of Tourism, and to make sure that we apply the physical distance queuing policies that should be in place.
Well, here is probably the most important question. Why is it so important to make sure that we have a strong and protected immune system over these times?
The word immune means to be protected. So it actually makes perfect sense that the body has a system in place that protects itself and also fight off illnesses like COVID-19 or other illnesses, for instance. And that is called the immune system. A strong immune system means less susceptibility to infection. And we need to make sure over these holidays that we stay protected under these difficult circumstances. The virus is definitely not getting tired.
The virus is hard at work. You heard it from the good doctor, Dr. Emile Reid. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Thanks for your time. As always, just such a superstar.
It's a pleasure, Tabiso. Keep well.
Thank you. And now it's time to hear from you. IMMUENZA is giving away amazing experiences up to the value of, listen, 5,000 Rand each, from skydiving, personalized food experiences with a chef, advanced driving, or even shark cage diving. All you have to do is reply to the competition post on the Expresso Facebook or Twitter page and tell us what are your holiday plans this summer. Make sure to use the hashtag IMMUENZA, and the competition closes tonight at midnight. The T's and C's can be found on our website, expressoshow.com. Good luck.
Looking for immune support? Remain at your peak all year round with IMMUENZA.